welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be on how I do my, I'm calling it my everyday full face makeup, and I explained this in the video, or in the tutorial, whatever you want to call it. I don't wear this every day. I wear this makeup, not this exact eye and everything, but like, you know, the face basics once, maybe twice a week since I've been filming now. But usually I just go out the door with some concealer or absolutely nothing. But I thought I would show you guys what I do, just for helpful tips and everything like that. So if you guys want to learn how I got this, well, just the face makeup, not the eyes. If you guys want to learn how I got the eyes as well, then please give this video a thumbs up and I will record that for you guys. I think that's all I have to say. Other than another thing, if you would like to see a in-depth skincare routine, because it has such a big impact on how your foundation and everything that lays on top of it comes out, let me know by commenting or again liking this video as well. So I hope you guys enjoy this face makeup. If you want to learn how I got it, then please keep watching. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get started. So yeah, I'm going to be doing my, I'm probably not going to name this my everyday full face of makeup. Well, I probably will name it that. But I don't wear this makeup every single day. Usually, to be quite honest, I only wear a full face of makeup once, twice a week. Sometimes, you know, I just put on concealer and run out the door, or put nothing. I don't really care. But this is what I do to my face when I'm going to be going for, you know, when I want to wear a full face of makeup. So I already have my eyeshadow done because I wanted to use my Makeup Geek foiled shadows. Where is that? My Makeup Geek foiled shadows, and those have a little bit of fallout, so I didn't, you know, want to get all over my face. So yeah, that's that. If you guys want to see a tutorial on this eye, I'm probably going to tweak it a little bit because, like, I like it, but it's just I'm not used to warm tones because I'm such a big fan of cool toned eyes. Like, that's like my favorite, cool tones. So it's just a little, it's just really warm for me, but I don't know, I like it. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Obviously the first step to a good full face of makeup is your skincare. If you guys want to see a full skincare, routine, then please give this video a thumbs up. What time is it? And I would definitely do that for you guys. I just asked what time it was because we were supposed to turn off our air from like 8 to 1 because people are working on it, whatever. And now it's 2 o'clock. It's really hot, so, but it's fine. I can work through it. So, yeah, your skincare is what makes your face makeup look as good as it does. Honestly, I never used to do my skin, like, ever. And it's such a big difference now that I do it. I don't do it twice a day. I at least try and do it once a day. You know, I'm gradually stepping into doing it more and more. So yeah, if you guys want to see a skincare routine, let me know. But all I did was, if my hair looks a little wet, it's because I just got, well, not just, I've been out of the shower for like an hour and a half. What I do in there is I exfoliate and wash my face, and then I put on a moisturizer right after. So if you guys want to see a full in-depth skincare, then just let me know. But you definitely have to take care of your skin if you want a good base for your makeup. So let me tell you my skin type. I have dry combination skin, and the reason why I'm not just saying combination, which usually means oily and dry, is because it's mainly dry. Even when I do get oily in my forehead, there is still what's it called? It's still dry. I know, oily and dry, it's just weird, but I'm mainly dry. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Should have put up my hair mask. Okay, what are you doing in there? It's a little frizzy. My ears a little red because it's getting real hot up in here. When I'm hot, my ears get super red. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start off with prepping my skin. I'm going to give you some tips as well. So if you are oily skin, you're probably not going to like my routine or something, but maybe you can take something out of it, like the products I use or whatever. Again, remember guys, whenever I do tutorials or anything like that, you don't have to use exactly what I use. Just find something that works for you or something that you have in your collection and you love. So what I do is I take my Faced Hangover Rx, and I'll have close-ups of all the products. But I will take this and I'm going to put it all over my face. Now, if you want more like dewiness, this is just really to hydrate, not to bring a dewiness to your skin. I say get the MAC Strobe. I actually haven't used this in a while. I don't know, I really like this Too Faced stuff. But this is a really good one. You can get the tiny size for $10. I think the full size is like 20 or 30, so tiny one's good. I like that. The drugstore also makes one from L'Oreal, but I like the MAC one 10 times better. So I'm going to apply this all over my skin, and I just use about a pump and a quarter and a half, something like that. Just about that much. Forgot my baby wipes, and I put a thin layer of that on. I don't like to put it on too thick. Just like a nice thin layer to where I'm nice and hydrated. So I think I figured out that this is now, I mean, it's not the prettiest background, but, oh, by the way, I am breaking out like a mad woman on my chin. Oh. But, yeah, so I decided that this is now going to be my background. Again, it's not like the prettiest thing in the world, but it's where I get the best lighting, or in front of my window. So now what I'm going to do is my foundation. I'm just letting that sit a little bit, so I'll just talk to you about what I use. I use the Makeup Forever HD. Again, close-ups will be here. And then I use the Maybelline Fit Me. So I like to mix these two foundations just because this one is way too dewy even for me, having dry skin, and it never ever sets. And I'm someone who can't set my foundation, or else, you know, it'll look dry and cakey. So this never sets, like, ever. And then the Makeup Forever HD is a little too drying for me. It's more of a matte satin, probably more satin, but again, it's a little bit too dry. So mixing these, this one and the Makeup Forever doesn't need to be set, so it's just a perfect combination, I find. I take mainly the Makeup Forever just because it is a little bit more my shade. This is N117. So I take, like, I don't know, half a pump? Almost a full pump. And it's quite liquidy, you could see. And then I take my Maybelline Fit Me. And this one's a little bit too pink for me on its own. Okay. So then I just mix those on the back of my hand. Nothing like crazy. And I start where I need the most coverage, which I don't know if you could see these right here. They look like orange lines or something going down my face. I don't know what that is. I just recently got it, like not too long ago. You can just see I'm putting it right where I needed, where that orange line was, and spreading it out. And you'll see that I avoid my under eyes because I feel like even if I put foundation there, I'm still going to want to put concealer over it. So why cake on so much stuff? You know what I mean? I don't know. So I just like to do that half of my face. So yeah, I take a damp Real Technique sponge and I just start to blend it out. My favorite way to blend out my foundation, any foundation I've ever tried, is a damp sponge. Because I have such dry skin, this just really gives it another layer of hydration. I used to own the Beauty Blender before this, but personally, this is half the price and I think it's just as good. Maybe not just as good. Like the Beauty Blender, 10 out of 10. This is like 9.5 out of 10. So there is just my lower face done. Not my nose, excluding the nose. And then I might need more foundation. I put a little bit on my nose because I'm so dry there. If I put too much product, it'll look even drier. Which we're trying to get away from the dryness. And then I'll just take a foundation and finish off my forehead with it. And I'm sure you guys could tell, I don't really necessarily need foundation. I don't have terrible skin. But seriously, your face makeup, like your bronzer, blush, all that stuff goes on 10 times, stupid nose, 10 times prettier, 10 times easier than when you don't have foundation on. I don't like to bring foundation down to my neck. I usually bring powder. I don't know, I just don't like liquids on there. And usually I do that after I get dressed, so you guys won't see that. But anyways, so there's foundation. Again, I look a little ghostly. Excuse it. We're gonna warm up the face and everything. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do concealer. I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in number 15, which is fair. I love this concealer to death. Man, this mirror's really far. And I just take it right down the side of my nose, just before my nostrils start. And then I bring it up into a V, right where my eye ends, and then I fill that in. Which I know seems like a lot of concealer. I know. Kind of is. But with the Beauty Blender, it just takes off anything that you don't use. I look so crazy. It should be a thumbnail. Okay, so then I just take the pointy side of my sponge and just look up and blend. And I get into the inner corner a little bit better with my brush, so don't worry. Okay, then I'm going to move on to the other eye. Is this the right one? Okay. And if any of you are asking yourselves, why is she doing a V formation, it is because this is going to help lift up the eye, so it's going to make you look less tired. If I were to just take it and do like a U underneath my bags, all that's going to do is just emphasize my bags. So by doing a V, it's just uplifting it instead of emphasizing it, which we're putting concealer because we don't want to emphasize it. Want to cover it. And then I'm just going to take a P84 by Sigma and just get a little bit more precise in the inner corners here. Anywhere where I feel like it didn't blend out that great. And then I will go in with powder, which lately I have been loving the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil. And stuff is so good, you guys. I use my E.L.F Small Tapered brush, and I take a good amount of that. I make sure I get it all on the brush. So I'm just blending that out real quick, just because if it had any time to crease, I'm just taking away that creasiness, still looking up and applying most of the powder right where I get my creases. And then I'll start sweeping it back and forth, taking off all the excess and moving it around. Just like that. You see the difference? I hope you can. Alright, so I'm just going to take some more and do the other eye. Which I hate setting the under eye with any powder I use because it always emphasizes your bags. But you have to set it or else it'll just crease, and it don't look good when it creases, girls. Ooh, it's so hot. My hair is so frizzy. Damn HD. That's the only thing I miss about filming with my iPad, is it really wasn't in HD, so you couldn't see every little flaw. And I have extremely frizzy hair, so yippee for me. Okay, so now I'm going to try and cover these pimples a little bit more. Usually I don't, really try and cover them, but just because they're so intense on camera, I got to. So I'm going to take Light from the Maybelline Fit Me, and because this pimple right here is active, meaning, it's still growing or it's still going down, I'm going to take it on my finger so that I don't contaminate the wand. Just going to put it on there, blend it out in a second. Tons of pimples, I don't know what the hell is going on. And then just take my sponge, the side that I use my foundation with, and blend. And that stuff isn't full coverage, but I like it. Okay, then I'm going to take my E.L.F translucent mattifying powder with that same small tapered brush. Just set my chin. Oh, that pimple is so sore. It's like one of the underneath the skin pimples. Oh, it hurts like a peel. Okay. Then we are going to go in with bronzer. I have two bronzers that I kind of go between. It is either the Benefit Hoola or the Makeup Forever HD. No, not, I'm sorry. Makeup Forever Matte 20 bronzer or something like that. Usually I will use Hoola most of the time. The only reason why I use the Makeup Forever one is because that one's a lot more warm than the Hoola one. So when I'm doing like everything cool tone, my eyes, my lips, I'll go for something warm on the cheeks. But because my eyes are so warm, I'm going to use a Benefit Hoola today. And I personally like to blend this out with a F50 by Sigma. It's a big dual fiber brush. I just like how it looks. It looks more seamless. I don't know, it's pretty like that. Again, this is new too, so it's going to be a little bit, I'm going to have to work with it a little bit more. And I just like a small amount of bronzer. I don't go extreme. I don't go for that contouring. And bring it right up the sides here. But I'm just putting it where you would put your contour, blush, highlighter, just all over that area. Okay, then for blush, I'm going to use my E.L.F complexion brush. And usually I switch between blushes, but just because I want something neutral, because of the eyes kind of being, I mean, they may not be bold for you, but they're a little bold for me. I'm going to use a, what is this called? A neutral blush. This is Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush and Exposed. This is seriously my favorite blush brush ever. It's so good. And same thing with the cheek products. I like it very light. Of course, you can, you know, change this however you like, but I'm just putting that, you know, where you put blush, girl. Where you put blush. Hopefully it's even showing up. And then I'm going to highlight, which is my favorite part about my makeup. I love highlighting. Okay, this is the Morphe M310 brush. It's a fan brush, so it just fits really nicely there. And usually I will use the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Luminous Light to highlight with. And I go a little ham with the highlighter, so excuse that. And I bring it on the top of my cheekbones and also down, kind of on like half of the apple, if that makes any sense. It just really like makes everything pop. Can you see it? Can you see it? You'll probably be able to see the other side a lot better. Wait, did I already? No, I did that side, didn't I? I think so. It's hard to remember because I'm looking at my viewfinder screen and it's making, you know, it looks opposite. Like if I'm doing this side and the viewfinder, it looks like I'm doing this side. But anyways, okay, then I'm just going to connect whatever's left over to my brow. And then I'm going to take a little bit onto the Cupid's bow. And my favorite place to highlight, guys, right in the bridge of my nose. I don't know if it really does anything, like slims it, makes it fatter, I don't know. But I love highlighting that. Okay, I think you're almost done. Yes, I think I just need to set my foundation and all my powders. I'm good to go. I'm going to apply some lip balm. Alright, so I'm just going to apply my MAC Fix Plus, which, oh, this stuff is incredible, guys. I've wanted this for the longest time, but I never got it because I just thought it was so expensive. But then they came out with a little travel size, which is only $10, and I always just thought it's just fancy water. No, this stuff is freaking fantastic, especially if you have dry skin. You need to get you some. I'll probably get the full size next if I have money to buy it. Alright, then I'm just going to spray this pretty heavily all over my face. This is going to help with my dryness and also help the powders settle into my skin so they're not, they don't look powdery. If that makes sense. Okay. I don't feel like I got anything on that side. No. and I'm just gonna let that dry. And I was gonna finish my eyes on camera, but I think I'm just gonna get off camera and finish on my eyes, do my lipstick, and I will be back to show you the finished product. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you want to see full face and eye tutorials, then please comment ideas that you want to see, and I will do it for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Mama is thirsty. One of those under the. You guys enjoy this tutorial, and I will see you guys. That's an outro. Now it's time for an outro. Now it's time for an outro. Word to your mama. Word to your mama. Word to your mama. Word to your mama.